So we're going to run through some roundabouts. Going first exit at this one, so mirrors, signal left, left hand lane, slowing it down. There's a car coming from the right hand side, so I'm back into first gear. Prepared to go with the biting point, clear now on the right, bring it round into the roundabout. We've got an obstruction in the left hand lane, so mirrors, signal right, move across to the right hand lane, looking for when it makes sense to return to the left, which is after these parked cars. So again, mirrors, car behind me, so I'm going to signal for their benefit, bring it back into the left hand lane. Going ahead at this roundabout, so checking the mirror, got cars behind me, starting to slow it down, staying in the left hand lane, normal driving position for going ahead, back into second gear, nothing coming on the right, keeping moving into the roundabout, following the lane discipline round, left mirror, left signal for the exit, off into the road, starting to bring the speed up again. Looking ahead to the next roundabout, I'm taking the second exit. You'll see on the sign that that's in the ahead position, 12 o'clock on the clock face. So again, left hand lane for that, so I'm checking the mirror. Got a vehicle behind closing up, quite rapidly closing behind me, so I'm going to brake nice and early to slow them down, send a message to them. I'm going to drop into second gear, bring the clutch back up, which is helping slow me down, looking to the right after the red car passes. Good to enter into the roundabout. Follow the lane discipline again, left mirror, left signal for the exit. Up to the next roundabout now, taking the exit for Linwood, which on the sign you'll see is again at the ahead position, so mirror check, the car that was closing behind is now just right in front of me, nothing behind, slowing it down, into second gear, clutch back up to help with the slowing, nothing coming on the right hand side, into the roundabout again. Left mirror, left signal for the exit. At this roundabout I'm taking the third exit. Now I can see from the sign that there's a little exit on the left, then a major exit for Irvine. Third exit's into Linwood. So mirror check, middle lane is telling me that for Linwood. Coming up to the roundabout, just slowing it back down. Second gear. Following my lane round, it's got a curve in the lane here, just looking to the right, nothing coming, so I'm going from the middle lane to the middle lane. Got vehicles on my right hand side, nothing on my left hand side. Bringing it round, not crossing over any lines here, just keeping it nice and slow. I'm not in any hurry to join the stationary traffic up ahead. So the whole time I've remained in second gear. Green light, so left mirror and left signal for the exit, and bringing it off into the exit. Just going to pause the video temporarily. So at the roundabout I am going right, fourth exit. So I am checking my mirrors, I'm going to apply the right hand signal, I'm going to move across to the right hand lane, safe to do that, slowing it down into second gear. Looking to the right, there are cars coming, so I'm going to be back into first gear, waiting for a nice safe gap. After the blue car there's a gap, so I'm just starting to move nice and early, coming in behind the blue car, into second gear again. Bringing it round in my lane. What I notice here is there's a lane comes into play on the right hand side. I'm not going to cross the line though, I'm just going to follow this lane round. So passing the third exit here, taking the next one, so left mirror, left signal, and off into the exit. I'll briefly pause the video again because it's... So this roundabout I'm going third exit, which is to the right, so mirrors, signal right, in the right hand lane, slowing down second gear. There is traffic coming on the right, but I've got time to get out ahead of them quite easily. Bringing it round in the right hand lane. As I pass the second exit now, I'm checking left mirror, left signal, and moving back into normal driving position. No reason not to do that. At this roundabout I'm taking the exit for Glasgow M8, which I can see on the sign is round to the right. So again, mirrors, signal right, I'm going to have to come across the right hand lane. It's quite safe to do that at the moment. Slowing it down, just leaving my right signal on, into second gear. Hopefully the cars in front will move, they're not moving, so back into first. Up to the bite, just bringing it up on the bite. Looking to the right, safe to go, there's nothing coming round in front of me, so I go from the right hand lane on the approach to the right hand lane on the roundabout. Being aware of the clown in the BMW who just cut me up. round, I'm just looking again, there's a right hand lane comes into play here. I'm not going to do that, I'm just going to follow my lane round, not cutting across any lines at all. And then that leads me round to my exit where I'm going left mirror, left signal. National speed limit signs now, so joining the dual carriageway. I'm going to be limited to the speed I can do by the vehicles in front, just keeping a nice safe gap at the moment because they're moving quite slowly. You can see the dual carriageway is moving quite freely, so doing a nice early mirror check, getting my signal on nice and early so that the traffic on the main carriageway can see it. Up to 5th gear now, still in the slip road, just keeping checking the main carriageway, quick shoulder check, nothing of any note there, so just bringing it out, nice and gently cancel the signal. Okay, so the vehicle in front's moving a lot slower than I am, but I know I'm taking the next exit, so there's really no value in overtaking him. We're only doing 50 miles an hour, but to overtake him I would have to accelerate quite hard, burn a lot of fuel, and then I'd be straight back in again behind the camper van that's in front of him, so it'd be a completely pointless move. So taking the next exit, so we've got the overhead gantry sign here, which I suspect is giving me half a mile of notice, and then we've got the countdown markers. So I'm getting to the 300 yard countdown marker now, so quick check of the mirrors, plenty of vehicles behind me, left hand signal's going on, maintaining my speed. Not losing any speed on the main carriageway at the moment, got vehicles behind and all around. Bringing the car off into normal driving position, left hand lane, cancel the signal, and bringing the speed of the car down now in the deceleration lane down to 40, which is the speed limit for this bit of road. At the roundabout I'm taking the 4th exit, so I'm looking at that on the sign, 1, 2, 3, 4, round to Paisley, just round to the right, so mirrors, centre and right, signal right, road markings telling me I need to be in the right for that, slowing it down as I approach, back to 2nd gear before I get to the point of steering, clutch comes up, car in front's not moving now, so just nice and slow back into 1st gear. Looking to the right, there is a gap for the car in front, but it's not big enough for me to get into, so I'm just bringing it up on the biting point nice and slowly. Looking round to the right, there's now a space for me to go, so I'm entering into the roundabout. Because I want to be in the right hand lane, I'm cutting across the cross-hatched area here. I'm not hesitating to come across that. So I've got a lane on my left hand side and I'm still going round to the right. As I come round here, the lane splits in two. You can see the car in front has just contravened that, so I'm not going to entertain going into that middle lane at the moment. Safer just to stay in the right. At this point now I can check my left mirror, it is safe to come back across, left signal, another wee quick check of the mirror, and I can leave that signal on because I'm taking the next exit. Just again, just following the lane discipline and exiting into normal driving position, which is where I want to be. So this roundabout I'm taking the 2nd exit. I don't know if you'll be able to see on the sign, but that exit is round past the 12 o'clock position, so it's right, so mirrors, signal right, slowing down into the right hand lane. Quite a bit of traffic coming on the right hand side, so can now keep going, bringing it into the right hand lane. For the exit, left hand mirror check, left signal, and off into normal driving position. Cancel the signal so that nobody thinks I'm making a left turn into that side road. Okay, so this time coming to Linklive roundabout, taking the 2nd exit, which on the sign is to the left hand side, so I'm going to check my mirrors, move across into left hand lane. I'm not going to indicate left because I'm not taking the 1st exit, it's the 2nd one. Drop down into 2nd gear again, looking to the right as I come up, still checking to the right. It's all good on the right, so coming into the left hand lane, following the left hand lane round, and then for the exit, mirror check, signal left, off into the road, and then joining the dual carriageway. So bringing the speed of the car up in 3rd gear, accelerating quite firmly over 40 miles an hour, block change 3rd to 5th, continuing the acceleration trying to match the speed of the traffic on the main carriageway. Nice early mirrors and signal, keeping checking the mirrors all the time. Big van has moved across into the right hand lane. There's one coming up in the right hand lane as well. Nothing in the left hand lane. Bring it out nice and easy. Just maintain my space now while I cancel my signal. first exit of the roundabout, so mirrors the signal as always. For first exit, slowing it right down, taking the speed out of the car nice and early. Visibility is severely reduced to the right here, so I'm going to drop back into first gear. As I approach up to the bite, nothing coming. Then I bring the car into the roundabout. I needed to be that slow because of the reduced visibility. This roundabout, I'm taking the second exit, which is round to the right, again after the 12 o'clock position, so mirrors, signal right, positioning for right turn. I'm in second gear, looking to the right, nothing coming. Bringing it into the roundabout, nice and slow. It's a tiny roundabout, left mirror, left signal. If I went any faster, I wouldn't have time to do all those tasks.